I'm back with another album review. Today's review is on Black Veil Bride's self-titled album. This is the fourth studio album from this band. The album was produced, mixed, and engineered by Bob Rock. Everyone should know who he is, since he's worked with Bush, Metallica, Motley Crue, Bon Jovi, and a shitload of other artists. Hell, he even played bass for Metallica before Robert Trujillo became their permanent bassist. That's an interesting connection because Metallica is one of the bands that Black Veil Brides took inspiration from. Anyways, Jake Pitts also helped out with the engineering. Eric Helmkamp also helped out with the mixing and the engineering. The assistant engineers were Ryan Enochson, Adam Greenholtz, and Ken Eisenagel. The cover was made by Richard Villa III. The album was mastered by Ted Jensen at Sterling Sound. Everyone in the rock and metal communities should know who he is at this point. The album was released on October 27th, 2014 on Lava Records and Republic Records. Now let's talk about the songs. The album starts with Heart of Fire, which was released as a single on September 8th, 2014. This track alone should get the listener excited for the rest of the album. I can guarantee you that Beavis would love this song because there's fire in the title. A music video was made. There's a link in the description. The next track is Faithless, which was released as a single on September 10th, 2014. Surprisingly, this track didn't receive a music video. After that is Devil in the Mirror. One of my co-workers told me that some people could accuse this band of being satanic, but I think those people would just be overreacting. Next up is Goodbye Agony, which was released as a single on Halloween 2014. This track actually did receive a music video, and there's a link in the description. Up next is World of Sacrifice. The band had Mark LaFrance, David Steele, Angie Fisher, Nikki Greyer, and Tiffany Lauren providing additional backing vocals in the studio. That's followed by Last Rites. There's also a song by Alter Bridge called Last Rites, but it's not a cover of this song. We follow up with Stolen Omen. The band brought in John Webster to provide additional keyboards in the studio. Right after that is Walk Away. The band did bring back some metalcore elements for this album, but it's still mostly rooted in hard rock and heavy metal. The following track is Drag Me to the Grave. I still think that the hate the band received over the years is unjustified. The second to last track is The Shattered God. One thing I forgot to mention in my previous review is that the film Legion of the Black is on the band's YouTube channel. The album ends with Crown of Thorns. It would be 4 years before the band would release another album. More on that in the next episode. One thing I need to mention is that the Best Buy version includes a bonus track called Sons of the Night. As you can see, my copy is the Best Buy version. Now, keep in mind, this album was released in 2014, and that was back when Best Buy didn't suck. When researching this album, I read that it was number 10 on the Billboard 200. The highest it charted was number 2 on the US Top Rock and Top Hard Rock albums. As the critics, there were mixed reactions. All Music thought it was mediocre, and Music Connection didn't like it. Honestly, fuck those critics. Now for my thoughts. I think this is a great album. It's not quite as good as the band's previous album, but still great overall. I personally think it was a good idea to work with Bob Rock. The dude has been producing music for decades. And to say that he has quite the resume would be an understatement. Overall, I highly recommend this album, especially the Best Buy version. Now, you should be able to find a copy on Discogs. That's where I got mine. Now, as part of my question you, have you listened to Black Veil Bride's self-titled album? If so, what do you think about it? What's your favorite song from it? If you have this album, which version do you have? Now, what are your thoughts on the band working with Bob Rock? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Be sure to press the notification bell to notify you of future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another review.